Oh, there we go. Sorry, my microphone wasn't working. I had to reboot the software for it. Good morning. Hi. Hello, hello. Yeah, I tried doing a bunch of stuff, and it was just like, what if I didn't do any of that? I'm like, well, I don't like that. I prefer if you just like doing all the things. Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. We've got some S-rank hunting into a hunt train later, into my weekly Unreal, to maybe a little more hunt train into I have raid tonight. So I'm gonna be wrapping early during the morning, so I'll have time to chill in the afternoon. Good morning, KP. Let me just fix my camera up. Hello, Soma. Hello, Kano, ETH. Yeah, that looks good to me. Let me make sure it's working. No, let me do this. Camera's been on the fritz lately. And we're good. Okay, I won't be surprised if it freezes a bunch today. I've been having that issue a lot this week. Hi, Chaos. Oh my god, KP, thanks for the gifted subs. Thanks for the 5 to start the morning.
KP Soft Twin gifted 5
Hello.
subscriptions to the community.
Thank you for the 5 gifties. I love gifties. Alright, let me get my setup entirely correct for early morning S ranks. And that should be good. Let me do this too. I might want to go catch an early morning train. Or what's it called? Midgardsormers already went, it looks like. Yeah, Midgardsormers already went. So I'll just look at the S rank channel and I'll occasionally peek over at the A rank channel. Get subbed nerds. What? Threatening people with an ad-free experience? Unbelievable. How could you do this? Good morning, Zyson. Hello. Oh, that's one thing I still have to fix. I have to put my chat over here. It's in the spot it was for Dragon Quest, so I have to like look over to the second monitor to read it. Good morning. Gotta get warmed up with some coffee and maybe a few S ranks. Fingers crossed. Like 250 away from the tiger. I want it. Don't blame me. I want it. It's good to be back. Yesterday was I was actually done pretty early yesterday, but I figured I might as well just not stream. I forgot what time we got home. It was around noon. We set up a bunch of stuff at the new house. We got our internet set up over there, checked up on some of the progress of some of the work that's being done. We took care of our, like, you know, getting a trash can, getting a mail key, all that stuff to the new house. An OG, hey, thanks. I just do what I do. You know, obviously I never say no. I just do what I do. I can't really ask for anything else. Much longer? We're hoping by end of month. Technically, we have a day in mind. I just don't know. We need to fully wait and see to make sure everything is all set by that day. Should be before month's end, actually. I'll probably have a few more days off. Or I'll have some shorter streams over the next week to help get some stuff packed away. When we finally decide, like when I'm all set up, I'll probably just drive my computer over. I'll probably just drive my computer over the day we actually hire movers. Whatever day that may be. Because I don't think on the day that we kind of have in mind, we're not really moving that day so much. That's the first day we can officially like start moving everything in. Because we just need to make sure that there's no work being done. And like all the work in the house is done. Ivy flew across the country. She is not the cat who is going to be stressed. She handled flying across the country like a fucking champion. Good morning, Jetter. I was shocked at how well Ivy handled flying across the entirety of the United States. trust me when I say that is not the cat to be concerned about. Temmie is the cat to be concerned about because he actually has a disorder that doesn't allow him to regulate his hormones correctly. Like his body can't regulate his hormones, so whenever he has emotions or emotional fits, they're incredibly extreme. So like even the most minor inconvenience seems like the end of the world kind of deal. So that's the cat to be concerned about with the move. I wonder if we're going to move them all at once because we need 5 carriers for that. We don't have that. We're going to have to move them cat by cat. Might just be multiple trips throughout the day, yeah, because we don't have enough carriers. I should ask Sophie about that. If we plan on just handling the cats in multiple trips, or if we're going to do that all at once. I'll have a nice big new office, though. Freshly painted. I can put some cat stuff in there. Yeah, I don't really have much for behind me, so I'm probably just going to get cat stuff. There's a couch that's going... Oh, not a couch. There's a recliner that's going in my office. I could do old man recliner streams. Ah, yes, back in my day. Yeah, it's just the one thing we don't want to get rid of is the recliner. So it's like, I guess it's going in my office. And then we'll get some cat stuff. We'll get like towers and stuff. So Ivy will have a much better play space. Yeah, she's not going to be stressed. She's going to be fucking thrilled. I've been giving her a little more freedom as of late. In the mornings, I keep Cinnamon locked in the bedroom, and I let Ivy roam around while I, like, make coffee and breakfast and everything, and she usually just comes downstairs. Is excited to be there, plays with Bacon a little bit, maybe lays on the couch. And then I come back up here, and it's right back to business as usual. She's just chilling. Yeah, she's a little pooped. Yeah, so we're going to look for some S ranks first thing in the morning. If I see an A rank train I want to get to, I'll probably go to it. But the first A rank train... Oh, there's an S rank. That is the Garlock on Genova. Not my favorite, but, you know, I'll make it work. Which teleport was it? That is... Costa. Costa del Sol, which I always called Costa del Sol because it's on the coast. And I don't feel wrong for that decision. Yeah, and we have raid tonight, so I'm going to do a shorter morning stream. This is going to become my new usual, like, start time, especially after we move, but I'm getting, like, closer to being more comfortable with it overall. There he is. 8 a.m. Yeah, that'll be my consistent start time after we move. And then obviously, based on what, like, obligations for the day, I'll just move things around if I need to. For example, on Thursday, we're going to be streaming late. So I'll probably start late. Because we have a 1 hour plus long state of play on Thursday. I don't have any... the only thing I hard expect is Wolverine. I don't hard expect R3. I don't hard expect anything like Kingdom Hearts 4. I don't hard expect anything from Square, in all honesty. The only thing I hard expect is Wolverine. And if that Blade game is still getting made, maybe that too? Wolverine and Blade? I think that's... I think those are reasonable things to probably expect. The Blade game especially. I was a huge Blade fan growing up, so... was really looking forward to the movie, but at least I got Deadpool. I got Wesley Snipes back for a bit. That's something. As a Blade fan, that's... I wanted Mahershala Ali, but... I will definitely take the OG when it comes to expectation. Some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill. And then, of course, in Deadpool, some motherfuckers still trying to ice skate uphill. He was like, what's my most popular line? The ice skating line? Just throw that in there. Make sure that's in there. Hello, Magnus. Oh, Mr. Garlock, you're getting real close. Here, let me change jobs. Always better to be on. Mike Donk. Yeah, I didn't see that shit coming a mile away, so that was very good for me. Me and my friend Jeremy are planning on... Dude, so I told Jeremy... Oh, somebody tried to fucking fake me out with the provoke. Provoke doesn't work. It doesn't work here. That, on the other hand, does work. Ow. Do. Thank you for spawn. Yes, eat your paste. The paste is good for your diet, I think. Probably not, but hey, what is nowadays, right? Yeah, I haven't really paid any attention to the Marvel Cinematic Universe in the past few years, outside of the occasional, like, I get a little recommended video or something, or maybe a new Rockstars video once in a while. The third phase? Oh, you're talking about the individual quests. Yeah, I just farmed all 1,200 before turning pretty much all of them in. I farmed 100, turned it in, and then farmed the other 1,100. I don't really think of it. I just think of it as one giant phase. The individual quests is like, yeah, I guess if you like having it broken down. They are technically like mini phases of the quest. That is one way of looking at it. It's good to compartmentalize like that. Helps keep things in perspective. Yeah, just remember that if you're doing this, if you're doing the cheese solo, that you whatever you end up in, you're going at the rest of the party's pace. Obviously, you're hoping for your Freak Garuda Titan, but can't force everyone else to go fast. Gotta be at least a little. If you have two buddies, oh yeah, if you have two buddies to run with, yeah, then you can kind of force the fourth person to go fast. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't give the random the comms a single time because it would take too much time to leave. Hello, Azrael. I mean, Mione did that. He just like solo queued into Ifrit to see if he could help paste farmers. I said fast. It's actually a good way to farm comms right now. Solo queuing into Ifrit. Because you'll get a lot of the paste people will get it. So anyone who has still needed comms for any of the achievement rewards, in theory, can farm them real quick by solo queuing into Ifrit. It's not great because if you get 3 other people who are solo queuing in, then the odds of you getting the comms isn't very high. Also, people leave really quick, so there's a good chance they just don't give anyone comms. But if you're really trying to be you know, trying to be involved in that way, that is a little side benefit to it. That makes more sense. Mithril, thank you for the 52 months.
Me3_bear just subscribed.
I don't know what it just called. I said a mithril. It's like it said mithril, but it left the L out. It was like me 3. 3 what? Thank you for the resub and welcome back. I love resubs. I love prime subs. I love gifted subs. I guess start putting a list together of stuff I want to put on my throne for this year. For the new house. I should talk to Sophie about it and see. There's definitely a few things that would be nice. There's like one cat tree in particular I know she wanted to get, but it's kind of expensive, and I'm not gonna get it. Or at least not anytime soon. What's today, the 10th? I have a sponsored thing in like a week that I have to remember to do. I have like all the end of February to do it, but I should try to do it as close to early into February as possible. I got some stuff. I also have to get back on making some YouTube videos this week. I'm waiting for confirmation on something so I can start integrating something. What's going on, Abu? Hello? Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm so funny because that's the joke I always make. I'm so crazy. This guy's insane. Speaking of insane, I'm getting towards the end of Path of Radiance, or at least what I think is the end of Path of Radiance now. And I did one mission that I don't think I could have done any faster, and it took like an hour and 10 minutes. It was crazy. What's going on, Carlos? It's going fine. I've slowed down like super farming tomes. And trying to get a few more S ranks in the morning. So like I just... Before the Gilgamesh hunt train, I'm mostly sticking to like waiting to see what S ranks spawn, which is really slow for tomes, obviously. But I'm getting really close to my tiger. So I'm not worrying too much about the actual rate of tome acquisition on most days. Not to mention, this week's going to be a little busy. So tomorrow for stream, I'll probably start with 14, and then I have an Enfield sponsored bit, and then I might wrap that with Dragon Quest after Enfield. I haven't actually gotten to play Enfield in quite a few days. I have not had the time. Especially with playing Fire Emblem, I just haven't even been thinking about it. It's not like it's that big a deal. I can get to the next region, thankfully. I mean, it's been clogged. It was clogged while I was still playing because I had the only thing that was like developing consistently that wasn't at max was like healing items and batteries. Everything else was like, I'm sorry, the Kriston components, which are almost certainly max now. My Kriston components are almost certainly at, I think my cap right now is 22,000. I think that's what my cap was. Yeah, anything that was making batteries, healing items, or Kriston components are the only things that work. And even then, those are still kind of clogged because they develop so slow. They're like one every 10 seconds. It just means after I do the trade, they can go back to developing. Because I got to trade those in for credits. I got to do the huge. It does mean I have my free 6-star choice, which I think is going to be Pog. Which I'll do that tomorrow during my sponsored segment. Because I really want to try to finish Dragon Quest 7. Like, I actually really want to get into Nioh. The more I hear about Nioh 3, the more I really want to fucking go ham on it. So I'll have to make that a consideration sometime in the next couple weeks also. Someone was like, this is like the Elden Ring of the Nioh games. And I'm like, say less. That's all you needed to tell me. I can make time for that. It'll be good to kind of play it a little bit after it's had some time to settle, too. Run around and die. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm just trying to balance a lot of stuff right now. And I really gotta buckle down on some videos. I'm waiting because I have a potentially a new sponsor that's going to be joining the channel. And I kind of wanted to wait till I had that closed so I could incorporate them into some of the videos I've got coming up. Because I have a few interesting, funny ideas for that. For like how to incorporate that. Yeah, hopefully we get a decent amount of S ranks. Ooh, you did it. Grats. Now do it again this week. Funny guy, Mr. Happy. He's funny. No, he's happy, actually, but, you know. We take what we can get. No, but seriously, you have to clear it again now. It's Tuesday. Like, I'm joking because, you know, congratulations, now do it again. But also, actually, your reality. So now, congratulations, now do it again. Do it every week that you need to clear M12 or that you want to work on M12. I mean, my whole chat will die if we play that game. I don't think that's a good idea. My whole chat will actually perish. So I don't think that's wise. I will have no chat left in that particular case. And I'd like to have some chat left. A little bit. Just a smattering of chat. Or as Winnie the Pooh would put it, a smackerel. I wonder if that's just like a mackerel with really big hands. Call it a smackerel. I now leave you to imagine a mackerel with very large hands. I don't know what that's supposed to look like in your mind, but it makes sense to me. Hello, Miyumi. Good morning. And welcome into my morning S-rank wait before the hunt trains and my Unreal for Tuesday. I gotta start spending my tomes, I guess, on healer. Good morning, Kaffer. Don't mind us at the side. Oh, I'm good. I'm just chilling. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting to see if S ranks pop up this morning. I don't even look at like what can spawn. I just pull up in the window and see what's on the menu. It's one big surprise menu. Hey, Ivy. I got coffee to sip on anyway. Watch out, girl. Aw, Ivy. I drink my coffee black. Like my soul. That's not true. I don't know what color my soul is. I'm colorblind. I couldn't possibly know. When I say I'm colorblind, it's the only time nobody corrects me and goes, no, you're happy. Because they're just like, man, this guy's colorblind. It's the one time nobody's like, sir, that's not your name. I am indeed. I don't know if you mean for real, is it I drink my coffee black or if I'm colorblind. For real? Thank you, Yosuke. Actually, that's Ryuji. It's too early? It's never too early. I've trained everyone in my immediate vicinity to be afraid of that word. Everyone in my life is afraid of that word. They never understood that I was their greatest fear. I was the thing they had in their nightmares. And to be fair, I'm also present in all of my nightmares, so I understand. That's one thing we have in common. I'm in all of the nightmares. Be really weird if I wasn't in one of my own nightmares. That might be actually scarier than anything else. If you yourself aren't in your own nightmares, who the fuck is in there? Cinnamon, I hear you being a butt out there. Laguna, that's true. That's not really so much a dream as it is a forced vision of the past. I hear Cinnamon being whiny in the hallway. Here I'm going, ramp, ramp, ramp. Ivy, where are you going? Is it because I made that sound or because Cinnamon's making those sounds? Oh, I gotta answer something after this. Hopefully there's some decent S ranks this morning. So far we just have a Garlock. But I'm assuming it's mostly a Realm Reborns that are available at this time. Tomathy grind. Hey, listen, I'm working on my S ranks. I'm taking the Tome grind slow in exchange for trying to get some S ranks in the morning. No, I have 5 cats. I do not need any more cats. No, 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 no. Negative. Nada. Zip, zilch. No more cats. Neither Sophie nor I ever planned for 5 cats. Just worked out that way. I will say with the way our household works, most of the time it's really just 4 cats. So, you know, there is that, I suppose, but hardly means anything in the grand scheme because it really is 5 cats at the end of the day. But no more cats. It's too many cats as it is. I'm good. I'm personally good. Oh yeah, hold on. I have to check something. How do I handle 5 cats? Honestly, it's really only 2 cats that are a big problem. Honestly, Ivy needing to be locked in here means that she's a little bit of a handful in here, but otherwise it's just making sure she has all the necessities and spending some time with her. Temmie causes almost no trouble at all. He literally just likes being cuddled and needs to be groomed a little bit because he has his fur. He gets like dry skin. So it's like, if I don't clean his fur, then he has like little skin bits, like dandruff in his fur. Could dry shampoo him probably. I think he'd hate it though. Of all the cats to like that, I don't think he'd be high on the list. Sausage is like the next, because she's a long-haired cat, so sometimes she has like bad poops and I have to clean her butt. But other than that, she's largely fine. A little whiny when she wants to get into a room, but no biggie. Bacon is the next. He's a disaster. He needs to be locked out of the bedroom because he just tries to knock everything off of the nightstand. And he jumps on the other cats, which can be problematic, obviously. But Cinnamon is really taken the crown, I think, as the most bothersome cat to take care of. Because he is neurotic. Anytime anything's happening, if he's not a part of it, he loses his fucking mind. And in the process becomes absolutely unfucking bearable. Alright, I had to answer something. Good morning, Mezgo. Hello. Sorry, I got lost in the names. I'm doing alright. I'm actually, I say that, but I'm fucking beat. Dude, my cat, speaking of cats, Cinnamon was a fucking disaster last night. Technically, him and Temmie were in cahoots, so technically both of them were a disaster last night, but they just kept waking me up, man. Alright. I have to answer this. Had to answer that. Listen, I'm in the works with that important sponsorship bit. If I get it, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great for everyone. Great for you guys too. Ivy, stop trying to read through my conversation. She's like scrolling through it with her face. Girl. Man, maybe I should... Genova's doing their Dawn Trail train early. I'm already on Genova. Let me catch that, actually. And it's starting in Watch Unpello. Yeah, let me grab this. No, but that would be pretty cool. But only if they were protein cookies. You know, one time I did a sponsorship with a protein ramen. And great product. But they were miserable to work with, man. Absolutely miserable to work with. They'll never sponsor me again, so I don't care saying that. But they were miserable to work with. Magic Spoon, on the other hand, fucking awesome to work with. They've been great. They didn't sponsor anything for the first quarter of this year, but they did send me their newest product a little while ago, and that was great. It is, assuming that there were amicable relationships. It's absolutely the norm. Ivy. Girl. Because obviously, as someone who, you know, when you work with companies and they pay to work with you, if you do a good job, then they'll pay you to work with you again. If you have a good relationship with them, you can do some cool stuff. It's great. I mean, I've had a box of Magic Spoon for free for the past, like, year and a half, on top of them actually paying me. But, you know, they send me boxes every single time I record a video. Alright. Going to start as a bullet, may adjust as needed. This looks like it's going to be a bullet the whole way, I'm not going to lie. This doesn't look like a, it's a little early for people still. Oh, Shout Chat's hungry? Shout chat, don't be hungry. Ivy, what are you doing, girl? God, Ivy's gonna love sitting on the new windowsills. Our new windowsills are way bigger. And as such, it will just make for just a good time for her. Like, she'll be able to all the cats will be able to more comfortably sit on the windowsill. Which a lot of our cats like doing, especially Bacon. Bacon loves it, but he's just kind of... he's a little large for the windowsills that we have here. He's a little on the bigger side. Oh, I need this coffee. I didn't have any coffee yesterday. I was drinking Diet Cokes for caffeine. My body always misses the coffee when it comes back. Oh, yeah. That's what I like. Seeing a lot of people may just go with a short vibe. Is this a lot of people? This doesn't look like too many more than what is usually there. Maybe I just can't see everyone. Alright, let's see. Let's do this. Give me the train. I forget how many tomes I actually still need. Where are my Arcanites? Those are Sanguinites. 13 Wayne. So I need 47 more? Yeah. Okay. That's... hate that, but you know, that's what it is, I guess. That's still over 20. Yeah, I think I was at like 24,000-ish to go last time I logged in. And we've been playing Dragon Quest for the last several days, which has been awesome, by the way. Been playing a lot of games as of late, man. That's why I haven't had time for Arknights, because between RuneScape, Arknights, Fire Emblem, Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, whew. And I've got to buckle down and get some videos made this week. I was just waiting to see about this sponsored thing so I could take some of those ideas and put some videos on them. Another reason I really want to starting at 8 a.m. is that if I have a busy video day, I'd rather not have to spend my entire evening working on videos. So if I can feel like I can wrap early and I can get some video work done in the early afternoon, that'll feel good for me. I still haven't even watched the Grand Blue Fantasy thing, which I think I'm going to do this afternoon because I'm going to have a good amount of time this afternoon. Yeah, I have raid tonight, so today's short stream. Short morning stream into debatably long evening stream. Obviously, it depends on how good or bad. I think we might be adjusting strats this week too, so it might not be done super quick. How'd it go last week? We got it done. It was close because obviously we did things a lot different than they were used to, and then on top of that, it seemed like everyone was just kind of tired anyway, because it was relatively mistake-ridden, but we got it. We got it on the last poll tonight, thank God, so we didn't need a second raid night. We'll have our usual roster tonight. So it should go, hopefully, just fine. I don't remember what else it is we need to change. Our M-tests, our M10 and our M9 are basically completely done. M11? Oh, right, the last mechanic of M11. Oh, we were going to change meteors in the last mechanic of M11. Yeah, that should be fine. Changing meteors would literally not be a problem at all. It's so fucking easy. It's just muscle memory at this point for people. And then the last mechanic, we actually did try to adjust that last week. I know it went a little astray. Because there was just a wee bit of confusion. But that should be fine too. And then I don't remember if there's anything in 12 we need to change. Oh, Cruel Coil. I don't know if we're changing Cruel Coil this week. I have not even looked at how the PF does Cruel Coil. I mean, I know that effectively the pairs just leave one at a time and then split up as they leave. Seems fine. Hey, Ivy. Yeah, it's like the 3 leaves first, then the 4 leaves, then the 1 leaves, then the 2 leaves. Or I'm sorry, with the alphas. The person tethered to those alphas. Effectively. No, I'm sorry. The 1 leaves, the 2, the 1 alpha leaves, the 2 alpha leaves, the 3 alpha leaves, the 4 alpha leaves. That's what it is. And their beta partner also stays with them the whole time. Something like that. I haven't looked though, so I need to take a peek. Because eventually we're going to have to do it the PF way. And I know I'm helping a secondary group in March, which is hopefully just a couple of raid nights overall. So it'd be good to have that down for that. Fortunately, most everything is fixed. And none of it's very hard to do, in all honesty. No, it's 4 people from my static helping 2 of our 9ths. And then our old raid lead, and then VV is also in there. She might actually have it done cleared before then. She's on 12 now. That's hopefully just going to be like a 5 to 10 hour endeavor at most. Especially given 4 of us are fucking BIS. Ugh. I'll be full actual BIS soon with upgrade materials and everything. Actually, is that this week? No, it's not this week. But yeah, we usually try to help our 9s. I was surprised to see Nuber coming back to do it, because Nuber doesn't... Nuber's largely stepped away from hardcore prog, but I guess he just wants to stay up to date with it. Yeah, because Nuber was one of our 2 previous raid leads prior to Whoops taking over this tier. Him and Theo. And Theo still plays, but he plays in the region he actually lives now. As far as I know, yeah, he doesn't raid with NA, EU. He went to raiding with OCE, which is where he actually lives. It's better for the hours, especially for re-clears. For hardcore prog hours, it's fine. For re-clears, not so great. I'm very curious to see how Ultimate will go. Should be finding out about Ultimate in the coming months. We are... How far away are we? February? We should get a live letter in like 3 weeks, I think. They won't tell us what the ultimate is, but they'll confirm if the ultimate is exactly when we thought it would be. Most ultimates really aren't that intimidating. It's really just top. Top and DSR are the only intimidating ones, and the only ones that are worth feeling intimidation for. Because even if you've done the other 4, those 2 are a cut above. Especially top. Top is agonizing. It's funny because I actually don't think top's really that bad. I just have bad memories of it. But the 12-ish minute mark is really rough. 12-ish minutes on is really rough for a lot of people, especially factoring in the number of phase 1 wipes that usually come beforehand. I never thought I'd see someone say that they can't wait for ultimate PF. Good luck with that. That's its own experience. Good morning, Alertist. Excuse me, I barely slept last night. Thank you for the 16 months.
Bonus 96.
I love resubs. Okay, Sophie's asking me something. Oh, Shaloni. Am I missing any S ranks during this? Good, I haven't missed a single one. Not like it'd be the end of the world if I did, but if they were popping frequently, I wouldn't have even considered coming. I mean, there's no reason to bet on any trial series. Literally, until they actually do a trial series ultimate, there's no reason to predict a trial series ultimate. The moment they do, the floodgates are thrown wide open. I mean, I was okay with top, but again, my experience in top was just not an experience I want to relive again. Like, top itself as a fight, I was largely okay with. It just comes with bad memories. I actually remember getting like 11 minutes into top and being like, this fight feels so fast. Like, I was surprised that, like, how being 11 minutes into the fight, I was like, dude, it feels like it's been 5 minutes. But the idea of going back and doing it again hurts my soul massively. My soul has no desire to relive top. Even though realistically, I didn't actually think it was that bad. I was one of those people who was like doing... and here's the thing though, now in retrospect, DSR... here's the thing, I'm more willing to experience the earlier portions of DSR than I am to experience the earlier portions of top. So I'm more likely to step foot into DSR than I am into top. I can do most of like DSR in my sleep up until Doth. Like, even when I'm, like, remembering things as I go in DSR, I'm still just like, hee hee, DSR, so fun. Because here's the thing. I had a long experience with DSR. I did not have a bad experience with it. Like, yeah, I don't want to do 15 days of Prague again, but that was just, that matched the kind of, the static I was in at the time. Like, I think that was, given the players that we were and, like, the team we had together, I think that was... we could have finished faster, but I think that wasn't unreasonable, given we weren't, like, an ultra-hardcore static. That was a very, like, play a lot of hours, but not, like, fucking Giga Chad gaming kind of static. I mean, I would not call it 2 weeks of fun, but I'd say that most groups I wouldn't have survived 15 days with in any capacity. I think that it was the right group of people to not hate everyone in that group after 15 days. That's how I would describe it. I still wouldn't want to do 15 days again. I'd much rather be done much sooner. But that was the right group of people to be stuck in a room with for 15 days. Am I moving? We have a few dates in mind. Like, we know when our, like, rough earliest move-in date is, but we'll probably just start moving things once that day rolls around instead of doing it all at once. We just need to pick a day for the actual movers to come in. I mean, here's the thing. You really can't do the Arcadian without every boss being a part of it, so... I fully expect the Arcadian to have all 12 bosses in it. Maybe not all at once. I think most of them will like jump in and out and will be like really short, but I think that's going to have the most phases of any ultimate. It's going to be a lot of not killing them and like weakening them. Like they're going to jump in and out of the ring and you'll need to get them all below like a certain amount before the end point. Good morning, Toya. You really can't afford to do an Arcadian Ultimate without every single boss being present. It doesn't make any sense. In my opinion. No matter what their like alternative version is. Which is funny because when people were predicting what bosses would be in Omega, I was like, I very specifically stated like, while I would love to predict like some of the other bosses, maybe like XIV and Kefka being in there, I'm like, honestly, Omega could just be his own ultimate. And that's exactly what they did. I was unironic. Like, I was like, oh yeah, they could take this from Chaos and this from XDeath or Neo XDeath and do that. And then I was like, but in reality, Omega could just be his own ultimate. Not realizing how correct I was going to be. I mean, yeah, it's effectively a... But the thing is, a Royal Rumble implies the bosses will fight each other, too. Which I'm not expecting... If that's fair. You know? That's like what a real Royal Rumble would be, is the bosses are fighting each other. And I just, that's definitely not in my prediction wheelhouse, personally. But either way, we're probably looking at Hades and Warrior of Light next, so... Good morning, Meki. The hell? Damn, it's gonna be really nice out today. What the hell? They was just telling me what the weather's supposed to be like today, and I was like, damn, I didn't even notice it's supposed to be nice and warm and sunny today. It's going to be sunny in Philadelphia, which is not here, but it'll be sunny in Philadelphia. Maybe. I can't say that with any confidence. It's like Sly when he says it's Friday in California, which I had no idea what that was a reference to until I finally saw the GIF. I was like, why do you keep saying it's Friday in California? Yeah, I mean, I would expect it to be more like... That's why I was saying I'd imagine it to be more like the fighters come in and out very quickly, but it's really more of like... How do I put this? Like, you don't have a phase that's just against, like, Black Cat and Honeybee, for example. Like, while you're fighting Black Cat, like, Black Cat, because it's a Royal Rumble, goes off to fight somebody else, but then, like... Brute Bomber jumps in at some point. The big thing is Brute Abominator, because obviously even in a Royal Rumble style match, that's a bit of a different... that's a little different, you know? I will also say this. It's WWE, and yes, WWE has weight classifications, but more so, in WWE, those weight classifications don't mean jack fucking shit compared to the drama. And here they were pretty strict. Like, hey, fight your way up this very arbitrary ladder that's been created, which doesn't really exist in regular WWE. You're either someone with the champion belt or you're just one of the characters on the show. So I don't really know how to expect that to pan out in a Royal Rumble style match, which is really meant for like a classless system in terms of wrestling hierarchy. Not that they can't just do it anyway. Maybe it's like maybe the underdogs who are in the fucking lightweight will come out on top. And then how does that factor into the Lindworm? Because the story is still probably that the Lindworm is, you know, the ultimate goal at the end of the whole thing. So the winner of the Royal Rumble fights the Lindworm, and then the Lindworm surely wouldn't be on its own. Surely they wouldn't. I mean, I have a hard time imagining them not involving the Arcadian fighters in the Lindworm fight this time around. It's hard to imagine, at the very least. But either way, that's years down the line. If anything, we just need to focus on Hades and Warrior of Light, which is most likely the one that's coming up, unless they finally decide to start doing a trial series, in which case they could start with any of them. Hell, everyone's still waiting on Gilgamesh Ultimate. Yeah, I mean, but the Wicked Thunder and the Lightweight, she was technically not even in the Arcadian anymore. She had dropped out of the Arcadian and disappeared, and that was her big reappearance. She just decided to challenge us there. She didn't really give a shit about everything else. She was also weak as fuck from her disease as well. Psychonecrosis. Well, I mean, you can't have Ultros without Ultros and Chupan. Also, the Yojimbo fight is literally one mechanic because he becomes Gilgamesh like 5 seconds into that fight. I don't know that I really consider Yojimbo himself a full phase. They'd have to make up a whole bunch of shit for that. Again, you'd sooner guess an Ivalice Chaotic than an Ivalice Ultimate. Yeah, just do 15 rounds of slices right, and if all 8 people don't survive, you can't do the follow-up mechanic. Clearly, that's the winning idea. You just sunk after that. All right, we have about an hour until the Gilgamesh train, so let's hope for some S ranks or another early train before that. I have Unreal in about 2 hours. That's first come, first serve, and that'll be on Ether. Ether. Oh. Yeah, Ivalice Chaotic. I'm really curious about... Dude, I need the next live letter. There's so many questions I have about 7.5 that are still wholly unanswered. I mean, meta is just Warrior of Light. Like, effectively just saying it's what you probably think it is all he's really saying. Which is Shadowbringers MSQ. It's just basically what you would expect. Yeah, part 1 live letter before NA FanFest, part 2 live letter at NA FanFest on day 2. They haven't confirmed that, but the schedule lines up for it. And they've always tried to do a live letter on the second day at FanFest. I can't remember if there's any FanFests where they haven't done it exactly that way. I don't know if there's any that just haven't worked out. But they almost always try to do the part 2 live letter there. Better not be. Listen, when Ultimate starts getting closer, if we start getting kicked off again, you'll know. No, the next live letter won't be that long. The next 2 live letters will be normal length because the part 1 live letter is literally them just pulling up a slide mentioning the things that they're going to be talking about. And then the part 2 live letter is likely going to be at FanFest. So unless they remove a panel, which I don't think they'll do, they probably don't have time to do more than a 2-hour live letter at FanFest. And it needs to be translated, so... What you might see is you might see an extra live letter on 7.5 after it comes out. Depending on the timing of everything, covering like for example, maybe they save like, because they know Beastmaster's probably not till 7.55 or something, right? They might actually wait to talk about that in like a subsequent live letter, instead of talking about it at the next one. That's not wholly unreasonable to expect. All right, no trains, no S ranks. But I mean, there's a lot of ways they could do it. It's just a question of how they actually end up doing it, you know? How many panels? They normally do, I think it's like 4 panels a day. That includes the cosplay contest, the PvP tournament. I'm sorry, 4 that are not the live letter or the opening keynote, I think. There's normally like 1 on story, 1 on development, a cosplay contest, PvP tournament, and then there's usually a couple of others. And then there's the concerts at the end of the day. That's normal. I don't think they've updated the NA schedule yet with exactly what's on there. I think we're still waiting on that announcement, which will probably be in the next few weeks. Yeah, we're only a little more than 2 months out from NA FanFest. Not too far at all. And soon, well, I would say the speculations will all come to an end, but the speculations actually get way crazier after FanFest. Speculation doubles down and fucking goes nuts because everyone's like, I mean, it starts with t-shirts, but it goes way beyond that. So we shall see. Train announcement. Centurio train on Gilgamesh. I'm going to pass on that. No, I mean, we'll know a handful of things. There's a lot that they really should be and are likely to be saying around that time. And I'm excited. I'm always excited for new news. Obviously, I love just having stuff to talk about. Ooh. I'll see you there. I'll be at NA. I pull up my S rank channel again. I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't even be surprised to see him pull out a Power Ranger shirt and it was a hint on Ranger. I unironically wouldn't even be. I would honestly, it would have been the first thing I suspected even. Because we expect Fizz range, so. I'm like, Rangers. I ain't even caught up with the story in Arc Knights. I got a sponsored stream for Arc Knights again tomorrow. I mean, Rangers used guns, crossbows, and bows all in 11. They used everything. Nah, give me double crossbows. Or don't give me anything at all, TBH. Give me double crossbows or go home. NGL. I want to be a demon hunter. I'm ready to hunt demons throughout the other shards. Caused by the withering. Withered demons. Yeah, Viking isn't really a great creative choice. I'm not gonna lie. Not really all that down with it. Especially because the only thing Viking actually does in Final Fantasy is provoke. I mean, there's a ton of things they can do. You just don't have to think about existing Final Fantasy. I mean, they've clearly shown that existing Final Fantasy jobs are not really the sole inspiration of almost anything. Like, yeah, we have Picto and stuff, but it's like, Sage is not really Final Fantasy Sage, and Reaper's not really anything existing either. Good morning, Mello. I wouldn't worry too much about what they could do, because they can do whatever the fuck they want. And it doesn't have to be named after anything from Final Fantasy. Well, Beastmaster's weapon of choice is usually a whip, so please look forward to it. Yeah, they bring Viking back, give it ultimatum. That's their thing. They have ultimatum. Ultimato. Everyone likes a good ultimato. Like, well, what they did was provoke, so I gave them ultimatum. Do you like ultimato? Are you a tomato enjoyer? Keep glancing over. I mean, I can see the S ranks when they pop up immediately because I have my Discord literally right behind the game. Do, 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 do. That do be the benefit to my setup. I can see everything. I can see it all. And it can see me back. Wait, that part's fucking freaky. I don't want it seeing me back. Stop it right meow. BK, thanks for the 59 months. Do 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 do.
BK Hero just subscribed.
Thank you for the resub. Stop staring at me. What did I just say? I'm just so excited to get this move done and be in the new place, man. Sparta, thank you for the 56 months. Welcome back. I love resubs. Oh, look, a hype train.
Sparta 329 just subscribed.
No, they're going to do more than... Because then you know it's only a DPS, and I doubt they just stop at that. Gonna be disappointed in comparison. Fair, fair. You're free, BK, except for the part where it's Tuesday, so get your ass back in there. See, honestly, all that's changed, BK, is that now you are joining Enrage to Clear parties. Now you're joining Reclear parties, and yet both of them are disguised as weapon proc. The funny thing is that no matter what the PF reads, it's weapon proc. You haven't realized it yet, but that's how it is. It's not what you want, but it is what's happening. Yeah, Azrael said the same thing. They're like, I finally finished M11S in the PF. And I'm like, oh, you didn't finish it. You beat it once. Now I got to go back. Don't celebrate too soon. I'm here to crush all of your hopes and dreams. You might be thinking that's a bit harsh. I'm thinking this is life. Until next time. Long live the king. Gonna rise to the fight. Arcadian. See you tomorrow. See, you think that. 3 hours on weapon prog when was Stampede prog. Yep. That's what happens. The PF pool is never thinned. Never truly thinned. I wish it was, but it's not. Yeah, everyone says Final Fantasy XIV has no gacha, but they clearly haven't been in the PF before. The other players are like loot boxes. You open up the PF and you have no idea what's actually inside. What's going on, Billy? That's why I don't PF much anymore. There was like a good 2-ish years where I did a decent amount of PF. I didn't go crazy, but I did a decent amount. I've got too many gotchas in my life if I PF. Can't do it. Dude, Merc parties are where it's at. Honestly, yeah, if you don't mind buying everything with books and you can clear everything in the PF, just do your weeklies in Merc part. I actually know quite a few people who only do their weeklies in Merc parties. You'd be far from the only one. Well, if the books will guarantee me loot after a while, why not make a ton of gil in the process? I mean, of course I'm in phys range jail. That's the gear I have. You're only gonna get to bring into ultimate what you have gear for. And I'm in my static as a phys range. They're not gonna be like, well, let's roll swap in the middle of a static. That's not gonna happen. Hello, Scott. Listen, I know White Mage gets a bad rep because it's kind of underwhelming and not nearly as utility driven as the other healers. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're a healer and there's no White Mage in your M11, play White Mage in your M11. Do everything you can to be the sole contributor to actually beating the DPS check and the PF, for the love of God. Yeah, so I actually recorded that video, Simon, and it was like an hour and 20 minutes long, and I said that's too long, so I'm breaking that into a few other videos. Well, yeah, it's like the reason why people play Machinist is the best phys range to play in PF. Because you have the best chance of being the highest contributor to the DPS. Like, who gives a shit if Astro can give all of your Party Finder members damage buffs? Are you trusting your Party Finder to actually deal the damage you need? No, you trust yourself, so you go White Mage and you deal the most damage. That's how it is. Machinist, like, sure, is Dancer and Bard going to give your allies buffs? Sure, but do you trust them with your buffs? No, so you go Machinist. Yeah, playing Astro and PF, everyone's like, man, they got rid of the randomness on my cards. No, they didn't. The randomness on your cards is the other players. That's all. You thought that pulling the cards was meant to be your gamba. No, playing them is meant to be your gamba. Man, there's no S ranks this morning. I'm so depressed. Yeah, PF brain power is help yourself to do the most you can do because you don't know if you have competent party members. Good morning, Lavender. And good morning, Lorelai. Yeah, here's what happens. You go Dancer and PF, you partner the Samurai, Samurai dies, so you re-partner another person. They die, so you put it back on the Samurai who dies again, and then you just leave the party. It's like, the ability's called Last Dance, but it's not for you. Last Dance is on them. I hit the enemy with that, not you. They're like, I don't understand. I'm going to go die now. Thank you. Surely the PF can kill with 6 weeks of gear. Yep. Surely. With 0 deaths. Surely. I don't know who Shirley is, but I guess she can do it. Another Garlock, huh? On Siren? This is Winnayport. Where's Winnayport? Nope, that's Costa. Winnayport. It is basically directly south. Hello, garlic. Excuse me. Ask you what? I don't know. Ask you if the PF can surely clear M11S with 6 weeks of gear? Because surely they can, right? Surely you're going to be like, of course. Yeah, Jenner was here literally from the start of stream. Friday and beyond are yeah, I always did. I mean, but that's when the PFs are funniest. Those are the PFs that get Reddit threads made about them. Stories from the PF. It was a Friday, wasn't it? It was a Friday. I know it was. Well, here's the thing. So, as somebody who's in the middle of a monstrous grind in another game that I have no hope of clearing anytime soon unless RNG gods decide that I have suffered enough and they are willing to part the seas that is the loot table, I've learned an important lesson. Sometimes you don't go in with the hope of winning. You go in knowing that there's a chance it will not happen. And then everything that happens from there becomes way funnier. Becomes way funnier that way. Because now there's no onus on you expecting to win. You just do what you're supposed to do. And everything is a story to tell your friends. Think about all the stories you get to tell your friends. And isn't life just an amalgamation of stories to share with individuals to pass on your legacy? You know what I'm going to put on my tombstone when I die? I'm going to put tombstones with an asterisk next to it to make it seem like I fixed the spelling. And that will be my legacy. Yeah, no, I mean, that's fair. Granted, that's just a lot of hunt trains in theory. But, you know, psycho. Yeah, what I'm saying is if you have no aspirations whatsoever, the PF is great. If you just don't have any hopes or dreams, but you just want to be along for the ride, the PF is great. Think about all the stories you'll get. Yeah, exactly. See? Then you get to share those macros every time you go in. No hopes, no dreams, only vibes. There you go. That's the lesson at the end of the day. Not only can it not fix the mechanical issues of some players, it can't fix their willingness to fix the issues. It's not just about whether it can be fixed. It's the lack of fucks given, really. And sometimes the lack of fucks given way harsher than the actual outcome. In reality, the far scarier thing is the lack of fucks given. Because when they really don't give a fuck, they really don't give a fuck. Like, just a game, man. Why so serious? Don't take it so seriously. The real reason I can't PF? Randomly saw my name mentioned while tabbed out. Yeah, that's probably for the better. Go work. Listen, the way I look at it is I have one prison I'm already a part of in RuneScape. I don't need a second prison in that of PF. I'm 156 clears deep on my prison in RuneScape. Johnson, thanks for the 57 months.
Krikogic Johnson just subscribed.
What the fuck was that pronunciation? Thank you for the 77 months. Welcome back. I love resubs. I love Prime subs. I love all subs. You know what? That tracks. Remember one time I was in normal Kefka with a bard that refreshed their dots every GCD. I told them they didn't need to do that. They told me, I didn't ask you. Yep, that sounds about right. As in every GCD was Iron Jaws. Yes. Precisely. That activated something barred in me I didn't know I had. A single care about anything related to bards, in other words? Because honestly, as a bard main, I understand. Most people playing bard don't really care about anything about bard. We're just like, yep, I showed up. Bard is often the definition of, yep, I showed up to work today. I'm just here so I don't get fined. I do enjoy playing Bard, but obviously Fizz Range as a whole is not my first choice. Get to chill and watch the chaos. Alright, Adamantoy Shadowbringers train. We're skipping that. We have the Gilgamesh train in about 25 minutes, hoping to see an S rank before then. We've only had one S rank all morning. Thank God I did that train. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We had two S ranks. We had two Garlocks this morning. Fucking thrilling. So cool. Woo! Garlock! Woo! Garlock! But I'm the Fizz Ranged and I do all the callouts. If I don't do the callouts as Fizz Ranged, I might just fall asleep. Given how much I've played the role at this point. Yeah, I mean, that's just my morning routine, though, is to wait to see if S ranks are going to pop up. Because I'm quite close to the Tiger at this point. So, and there's no trains that early either. There's like, there are a few. There's usually some Centurio trains. And on Tuesday, there's a couple of extra Dawn Trail trains early. I want to play Monk. I fucking love Monk. Give it to me. Yeah, it's the only one that I'm close to. All the other ones I'm not. Like, I'm like a third of the way done of like one of the other. I think the Shadowbringers one I'm like over a third done with. That's nothing, to be fair, but still. It's because I really just don't sit and do hunts. Like, they have to spawn at like the right time for me to do S ranks. I'm just trying to make their more right time. By at least somewhat sitting in preparation that maybe they'll appear. I also have to... I guess I should drop some of my tokens on healer stuff. I should see what the healer stuff even is that's needed. What I could just buy with tomes and what I'll be using my coffers on. Because we're free rolling a lot of loot now. I think we have this week and next week are our only remaining reclear weeks, I want to say. I think that's right. It sounds right, at the very least. Yeah, because I know we're not doing reclears every single week leading into Ultimate. Like to give everyone a little bit of a break. I just hope tonight we get it done very quickly. Yeah, I'll be wrapping up around noon-ish today. We're going to do Unreal in about an hour and 20 minutes. My weekly Unreal. I'm getting very close to buying another Dynamite Whistle. Hey, gotta keep the cash rolling in. I need it. I really don't, but still. It's nice to have. It's nice to be able to just relax in the morning, too. But I gotta get on my content grind. Well, here's the thing. If I'm literally doing anything, they don't accumulate. Because when I log in, I'm logging in on stream. I'm never just, like, sitting in the game. And if I'm logged in, most of the time I'm going to do an A-rank train, or I'm going to Occult Crescent, or I'm working on some other arbitrary achievement, or I'm raiding, or whatever. I can't be doing those things and also getting S ranks. This is the only reason why I've made so little, it feels like so little progress. Raid tier has the best gun. I honestly couldn't even tell you what most of the raid tier gear even looks like. I just don't pay attention. I couldn't even tell you what it actually looks like for the most part. No, I can't play Rabbit and Steel. It's, as someone who's colorblind, it's absolutely fucked. It actually makes me ill how much I have to focus to like get past my color blindness in that game. Way too many overlapping images and colors. It's just it's playable, but it's like I can't even see the AoEs properly. I literally have to memorize the patterns without even having to see the AoEs. And the amount of mental focus it takes to even do that. Honestly, I felt ill the last time I played that game. Which was right when it came out. Like, I genuinely started getting, like, dizzy and sick. I mean, what are you sorry for? I mean, it's just the nature of bullet hell games. I can handle bullet hell games for the most part. But most bullet hell games are really, really clear about, like, how do I say this? The different hits are all very clear. Rabbit and Steel, they're way too, like, congruent with each other. So I can't see them very well without, like, hard focusing. And that's way too much focus for what I thought were not even that hard of mechanics. It's a lot of baiting AoEs into, like, other things. Especially because I was playing with a group, so we actually had to do, like, stack spreads. 2 damage stack, or 2 stack. Like, there's a lot of that if somebody baits slightly the wrong way, it just immediately goes to shit. As soon as anyone baits anything incorrectly, I can't even tell what's happening anymore. It's like it's like lost in a wind of colors. Can it find for normalize? There's no, I tried messing with the colors. I couldn't find anything that actually helped. I tried, but I could not find any number of settings. And the colorblind settings did not help at all. Like the just straight up colorblind settings, I was like, no. Unfortunately, generic colorblind settings are largely ineffective for actual colorblind people. Because there's like a set, like, default generic colorblind setting that games usually have where it like runs the game through a filter. And it's not like, it's not in any way specialized for like the game's mechanics. Final Fantasy XIV does it. That's why ours looks like an acid trip. Because it's just running it through a standard filter. Not like a customized filter for the game. And that's what most games do. Because theoretically, if somebody's colorblind to those, it helps. But unless you are like a certain type of color, like I'm Tritnopian technically, which is the acid trip one. And let me tell you, that acid trip does not help. All it does is make everything a different color than it already was, but it doesn't change the actual like effectiveness of it. There's only one place in all of Final Fantasy XIV I've ever found that it worked well for me, and it was the duels in Bosia. Good morning, Serge. Well, I haven't been releasing too much on the other channel as of late, Serge, but I ran the test already, so I know it hurts. It's not so much that it needs to help, it's that I know where it hurts. Yeah, I've been really focused on the move, and in my own time, I haven't really been trying to work super hard. I've been trying to just kind of enjoy myself as of late. I've been playing my first ever Fire Emblem game with Path of Radiance. I've got, you know, RuneScape in my own time as well. There is no S-rank train. I was waiting around hoping for S-ranks, but there are none. There is a Dawn Trail train starting up soon. And we have Unreal in an hour. Yeah, 25 minutes until people start gathering for the Gilgamesh Dawn Trail train. I got a couple of S-ranks. It's whatever. I got to make some progress on it. It's gonna slow down my rate of acquisition on tomes, but it's a good time to do it all the same. Yeah, Fairy's got a little Centurio train going. Yes, we're just chilling. This will be relatively normal for the first couple hours of streams. Get a bunch of my coffee drinking. Wait for some S ranks. Unless I'm doing, like, I still really got to finish Dragon Quest 7. I'll probably play Dragon Quest 7 on Thursday before State of Play. Because tomorrow I have, well, I might do it a little bit tomorrow also. Tomorrow I have sponsored Arc Knights again. So I'm going to start with 14 and then move into Arknights for like an hour or so. And then maybe after that, I'll do Dragon Quest 7 again. But Thursday, I'm playing Dragon Quest 7. And Thursday, we're probably going to start stream later because State of Play is at 5 p.m. Eastern. So I'm going to start, I'm going to stream directly through to that. So I'm probably going to start streaming later that day, like around noon. Ivy, I feel you. Oh my God, Ivy, watch out. Why, Tuesdays are the best? I'd be the best if I could get some S ranks in the morning. That's what I want. I want my S ranks. My favorite part of Tuesday is Unreal. I mean, I don't blame you. It's a great game. I wish I had more time for it. I haven't even been logging in for my daily stuff. I plan on keep playing it. Right now, I've got other priorities. Because I also really want to play Neo 3. It's being described to me as the Elden Ring of Neo games. And I'm like, well, that's all I needed to hear. It's funny because I wasn't really stressing on the gacha part of Arknights at all. Listen, it's still my favorite part of Tuesdays. I'm listening. If people drop them in the wrong fucking place, that's on them. But it's still my favorite part of Tuesdays. It's my free money machine every week. Everybody loves having their money machine start working. I don't really mind things being chill either, because I'll usually just throw RuneScape up in the background and like do some Slayer tasks or something. Which I certainly have no qualms with either. I ain't gonna do the actual main activity I'm doing. I almost streamed RuneScape on Sunday, and I was like, nah. RuneScape doesn't really do super well on stream. If I'm gonna stream it for a whole day, I really should have nothing else that I really want to do that day. It's basically the equivalent. Sophie and I were like, it's basically the equivalent of not streaming. Dude, those accessories, they don't like... I mean, I would still make sure you're opening chests, too. I hope you're not ignoring the chests. Which, you know, given my experience with it, you aren't. And it really doesn't change anything if you aren't. You're like, yeah, man. Surely one of them will have it. No. I don't know who Shirley is, but they're a fucking liar. Yeah, I said it. She's a liar. I don't know why she's a harp, but that's fine. I couldn't tell you. So many pastes, so many non-accessories. God, I don't know which prison is worse, the accessory prison or my RuneScape prison. I don't know which is worse. Both make a little bit of gil in the process. Or in my case, in RuneScape Gold, but you know. It's an ancillary, it's a tertiary reward. It's not really the point. It's the consolation. I wonder how many months my RuneScape grind is going to take. I have a feeling it's going to be like the next several months of my life. Just be at the pace I do it, more so than anything else. Specifically, I mean, to be fair, the pace you do it has no impact on how good or bad it is. It's literally down to, you know, Lady Luck on that one. But I just have a feeling I'm going to have a lot of Lady Unluck in RuneScape for this one particular thing. I have a feeling. And it's a baseless feeling. But sometimes you just have that gut feeling where you're like, this isn't going to work out. At least not in the time frame I want it to. So they're crafting freaks. Normal stuff that drops chests and stuff? Wait, I'm confused. Regarding what? What does them being crafting have to do with anything? Are you talking about the... Yeah, what are you talking... Wait, what does crafting have to do with anything? I'm assuming you're still talking about Occult Crescent. Are you saying that because they don't actually give a shit that they're just getting everything? Is that what I'm understanding? I was just trying to figure out what that had to do with Occult Crescent. Ivy. Hey, girl. Where you going? Yeah, you leaving? Girl? Cat? Hello? Why are you just standing there? There you go, girl. Ivy, we're going to be in a new house soon. Are you excited? You have no idea. We just went to the house yesterday to do some stuff. We got our garbage cans and we got our house. Well, we didn't get the house key yet, but we put in the thing for the house key. We put in the thing to get the house key. We put in the request for... I mean, not the house key, the mail key. We have the house key. That's how we get into the fucking house. Durr. We got to see my office. It's nice and painted. That's going to be your home for the most part. I got to buy you a baby gate, too. We're going to baby gate you and Cinnamon out. So that way you have a little bit more hallway space. You're going to be able to run around a little bit more, girl. Oh, I get what you mean. What color? Blue? Yeah, blue. Like a sky blue-ish. Sorry, I have to think about it because it's me. It was... So here's the thing. My office was going to be white. But they accidentally painted my office a color it wasn't supposed to be painted at all. So they painted it and we went, oh, this room wasn't supposed to be painted. And they were like, oh, oops. Misunderstanding. Well, now that it is painted, would you like it painted a different color? And I said, yes. Because let me tell you, there's no shot I would have wanted it painted the color it was. It was like magenta. Because I was supposed to be, basically it was colored the color. So our guest room is colored like magenta. And I was like, I do not want to stream in a room that's like magenta. I think it's magenta. Unfortunately, I can't really tell you for certain. I'm sure Sophie would be like, it's not even remotely close to a magenta. Don't listen to this guy. He has no idea, literally, what he's talking about. Then I'd be like, hey, true. You know what? Yes, there you go. My instinct says magenta. Whatever my brain thinks magenta is, that's what it looked like. Long live the king, Dante. But either way, yeah, my office was not supposed to be painted at all, and then it was painted, so they offered to repaint it. And so I asked for like a sky blue. And it now looks very sky blue. And I'm quite content with my office color now. It's very peaceful. It's the perfect color for me to scream at video games to. It counterbalances the screaming. If I have a peaceful color and I'm screaming, then the world is in perfect harmony. You know what I mean? No? Okay. Pale lavender. Sure. I understand. I think. I understand, I think. Story of my life. If I could quote my entire life in one phrase, I understand, I think, might just be that phrase. No, things don't look gray to me. I just don't know what they are. I only know what color they are if somebody tells me what color they are. I can't identify it. I know the sky is blue, so if something looks like the sky, it's blue. Doesn't always work, but that's the logic I have to follow. Cinnamon, I hear you being a dingus. Well, actually, Mr. Happy, the sky's not blue. It's the reflection of the light off of the ocean hitting our atmosphere. And what fucking color does that make? Oh, wise one. When somebody tries to hit you with the fact, but it doesn't undo the entire topic. Nobody in chat did that, by the way. Little do you guys know, you're all colorblind, and I see the world for what it actually is. I'm the blessed one. You're the cursed ones. Little did you know. Do 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 do. I love making jokes like things like, dude, 50 Shades of Grey, that's like the story of my life. And they'll be like, what? I'll be like, yeah, because I don't see color very well. Not what I thought you meant. That's what that book is about, right? That's definitely what the book is about, right? No, it's a book about sex. Lots of sex. All kinds of sex. Is there a hunt? There sure is. Every day, there is a hunt train at this exact time. Since there's basically no S ranks available, I figure I might as well wait for the Gilgamesh hunt train to begin before Unreal. And I'll count my tomes tomorrow after that. I don't think there's werewolves in that book. I don't think so. That seems inaccurate. Ah. Yeah, I don't really read, so. Guys, I'm colorblind. Of course I can't read. Sir? I don't think that's what that means. Shut up. It does now. Yes, coffee. I didn't have any coffee yesterday, so my body is like... Listen, I love that people just watch my videos. Oh yeah, after Unreal, I need some of chat to come do the Valentine's Day event with me. I'm going to do that after Unreal. Yeah, maybe I don't do that, Nabe. I still haven't even seen what the event is, but everyone keeps telling me I should do it. Do it. It's fun. Yeah, I might as well take a peek at it. I always tell them to add more fun seasonal events, so I might as well actually do it. I do drink my coffee black, like the color of my soul. I'm just kidding. I'm colorblind. I don't know what color my soul is. Well, I mean, it's a 4-player instance, so I don't know how true that is. Not that whether or not it's true there's a 4-player instance, but it's not really a date when there's 4 people. It's not a double date. Yeah, why are you saying... It's like every time I fight fucking the Tyrant and he goes... Unenhanced warrior, and I go, why you keep saying that like it's a slur? Thought you're better than that, Tyrant. Good morning, Cal. Yeah, he says the unenhanced. In such a way that makes me feel as though I should be offended. Fuck did you call me? Says unenhanced. He has no idea the amount of souls I've got inside me. I'm enhanced. You just can't see it. I briefly borrowed the power from a dragon's eye. I've got Ardbert. Whoa. And my weapon? What, from raid? I had my weapon week 2. It's what, week 6 now? Week 7? Ivy. Ivy, your paw is stuck in my pants. You're a menace. Ivy, your paw... Now it's stuck in my shirt. Girl, stop using your paws so much. Stop using your claws. Your claws are just getting stuck in my clothes. How many books do I have? It's week 6, because I haven't spent any of the tier 4 books yet. Week fucking 6. Alright, they're about to post the Gilgamesh one, so... Yeah, and keep in mind that really means that it's been 9 weeks because it was a 3-week delay for Savage. We're pretty far into the patch cycle already, NGL. Welcome to my hunt. I am here to hunt. And right after this, well, at top of the hour, we have Unreal. For anyone who needs to get their weeklies done. Gotta get Shukoyami. Whoa! Espresso, thanks for the 37 months. Sup with you. I'm just waiting on this hunt train to kick off.
Subscribed. Sup.
Sup. Do 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 do. I'm just doing my Tuesday morning hunts. Hello, hello. Howdy doody. Doody. Oh, this guy thinks he's hilarious. He said doody. God, ever since I did that sponsored bit for watching the TED ad the other week, I'm like, I should really watch. I watched a few highlight clips and I was like, this show looks so fucking funny. I would describe the clips I've seen from the TED TV show as Family Guy without cutaways. Which sounds not as good, but no, it works really well. It's Family because it has all of the analogies that Family Guy has, because Ted just naturally tells a lot of analogies. It just doesn't cut away to it because it's, you know, not a cartoon. Really good, though. The highlights are really fucking funny from the first season. I think the second season is in March, is the ad that I played. I think that's what it said. Hold on, I gotta check something. God, dude, I want this sponsor deal I'm working on so bad. I hope it works out. Chat's gonna like it. Every weekday, I just go looking like, all right, anything else I need to answer? I had to answer some stuff for it this morning. I'm running low on Magic Spoon. I need to get that going again, too. Need more cereal. Their more recent, their newest cereal was excellent. It's my favorite one yet. It's got marshmallows. S'mores flavored cereal with marshmallows in it. Definitely what I'm recommending next time I record an ad for them. Which probably won't be till April, I believe. I don't know. I know it's in Canada and the UK. I don't know about Denmark. Marshmallows. I like it. Good pivot from them. Good pivot. I approve. To add the marshmallows in. delicious pivot. Alright, let me check something else while I'm waiting. Okay. The blueberry one. That one was surprisingly, like, high up there for me. It wasn't my favorite, but... Sophie's telling me something about the house real quick. Okay. Sorry, just some house-related stuff. Alright. Yeah, we're in the crunch time for the house stuff. Can't wait till it's all said and done. Time is at 18. All right. Do. Okay. All right. That's taken care of. Now we hunt. Oh yeah, I don't know if anyone saw, but there is the new Yan Taito plush for new merch. There is a Yan plush that's available. Yan? It's crazy how the Yan has been a Final Fantasy, like, part of the franchise. Only in a single game, but for fucking, like, 20 years. And then its inclusion in a Savage raid fight has propelled it to, like, the most popular Final Fantasy character. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot, like, we're going to be seeing Yans a lot more in Final Fantasy's future, I think. I don't think this is the last time. Oh, my game just crashed. That's terrible timing. The train's about to begin. Let me see if I can get logged back in real quick. Damn, I haven't had an outright game crash in ages. It's alright. I might miss one, but it's not the end of the world. I was flying around and it was like, by the way, error, error, error. The question is how long it'll take my character to actually log out. Better not kick me. I'm not going to be gone very long. Oh, looks like my character exited very quickly. Holy shit. Alright, I missed one, but that's fine. I don't think I'll lose my mind over losing 10 tomes. Thank you very much. I just got a head start to the next hunt. Mind you, it's also technically 20 of the regular tome, which I have to go spend after this. 20 mathematics towards the relic. That's the real thing that was lost. Yeah, I'm surprised. It's been a long time since I've had that error. I've had like an error pop up and crash my game. I was just flying in circles on my yen. Maybe it's because I was talking about the yen. Yen crashes your game. Yeah, I wonder if they see it as having accidentally stumbled upon another mascot character for the game. Like the Tonberry and the Marlboro and stuff. I wonder if they see it as having accidentally, like, worked their way into that. Now I want Yan and Stranger of Paradise. That would be great. Just give me a Yan and Stranger of Paradise. That would be terrifying. Every iteration of Yan will always be terrifying. I also want Stranger of Paradise 2. Not that I have any expectation of us getting it. I'd sooner want WAF 2. Give me WAF 2. Give me Harvestella 2. Stranger of Paradise 2. You can tuck that one in the back. Oh, are we... Interesting. Everyone in the party didn't teleport. Rarely am I the first person to do it, because I'm usually paying attention to stream. Oh, damn. We almost didn't. Some of our party might not make it. Yeah, if somebody doesn't teleport right away, this shit's sunk. That's close. Don't worry. I made it. All is right with the world. There we go. Yeah, I don't really have much expectations this Thursday. Not really expecting too much. DVD, we just want more Defu. You're getting more Dissidia, just not in the way you probably anticipated. Not even remotely in the way you anticipated. I'm willing to bet. Uh-oh. Player limit reached at destination. Oh, is this vibes anyway? Because I don't think this is a hunt spot. Yeah, this was vibes anyway. I heckin' love vibes. I'm a big fan of vibes. What did we say earlier? It was like, no hopes, no dreams, only vibes. It's been 30 minutes. We're still in the PF. I don't think you're getting it done in that hour. I'm going to go ahead and say what needs to be said. Yeah, I was going to say we should probably teleport. Do 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 do. Yan, I need you to have Final Fantasy IX music. NGL. Might as well disappoint them now instead of later. I think that with M11, the expectancy is disappointment. Anything except disappointment is actually a really pleasant surprise in M11 SPF. Be like, yep, I get it. Yeah, it should be fine. I like how I don't even bother spending like the currencies. I just have so much of everything. I don't need to spend anymore. I should really just sell them. Free money. Wall? Wall. Wall. Moment I said that, shout chat went, whoa! Like 6 people. Wall, 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 wall. Wall, wall. A vibe wall. Wall. It's a lot of walls. That's the thing about hunters. They take the little things for granted. Walls, lamps. Most people, they don't pay any mind to walls and lamps. Hunters, they love nothing more than walls and lamps. They are perfectly content with their walls and lamps. Caves, yeah, that's another one. It's the simple things. Why worry about the things that are more complex when we could simply wall? Grr, awoo. Grr. Player limit reached at destination. Please try again. Hunters be like, I'm loving Dawn Trail. Hunters also be like, wall. Yep, Stormblood goes back to some of these nuts. Good morning, Avelia. I still remember when I actually worked with D's Nuts as a company. And they were like, yes, just don't overdo the joke. It's like the joke overdoes itself, man. I don't have to do anything. Grrr. Let me see. Yes, welcome to the hunt. And then after this, we've got about 25 minutes, and then it's Unreal. It time soon. Wham! When in doubt, wham! Wow, she's fucking dead. Yeah, so Fairy does have their DT train coming up in... Are they going immediately? What's so funny? Because Fairies is normally in like 12 minutes from now. I don't normally do the Fairy DT train on Tuesdays. That's really more of a Wednesday activity. Oh, let me spend my tomes real quick. Still love me if I was a... Wham! Yeah, you gotta make sure we say it with the right amount of gusto. Worm. Well, we'll get to say it with all that gusto in about 25 minutes. Unreal is at the top of the hour, as per my usual Tuesday. When the odd-numbered patch rolls around, we'll be doing the 24-mans all right after that on Tuesdays also. All 3 24-mans. That's my favorite part about the end of the expansion, is I get to work that into my schedule. Well, I just hear it in my head over and over again. Good morning, Valtis. Good morning. Wow. Anyway. It's a very wormy morning. Everyone's full of worms. And if you don't think that's true now, just wait till you're dead. Then you'll really be full of worms. To be like, ooh, a nice warm home. Good morning, Miso. Always the worms. Everything worms. Everything. Wow. Because life goes good. Just getting ready to move into the new house. That is the chief focus. Thanks. Just getting all the little finishing bits done. I gotta make a checklist of things to take over there next time I go. Forgot to do a handful of things when we went yesterday. We were focused on getting the internet working and just checking what was already there. We got a little distracted by some of the stuff. Same thing, right? Absolutely. Basically completely identical. Arguably harder, but you know, depends. Purple, thanks for the 12 months. Welcome back.
Tiny_purple_bear just subscribed.
Thank you for the resub. I love resubs. I love Prime subs. I love all subs. I love coffee. Put it in my body. Ah. Good morning. Shouldn't be a month. They should be done soon-ish. A lot of it's waiting for paint to dry and like getting a few more things put together. Silly welcome mat pun. I'll just get a doormat that says, "No, I'm happy." And that's it. And it's just me with my Madge face on it. Welcome to our happy home.
Chaos. Chaos. Chaos.
Chaos. Chaos. Chaos.
Fanon's crowd just subscribed with Prime.
Thank you, Fanon. See? Prime subs. We love those. It says, welcome to our happy home, and it just has me doing on the mat. And then they run away and never come back. Because this is clearly a house of horrors. Ugh. Oh, I wish the cats would let me sleep, man. Dude, last night, cats must have woken me up like almost a dozen times. It was bad. Back to the shadows. Not fair. I want to go to the shadows. That's it. I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Send me to the shadows. Tell me what Pot of Greed does. Tank Buster marker. That's a good one. There was a couple of Nandys in that time. You're a couple of Nandys. Nandys? No, that's anyway. Man, so Twitch is rolling out a new feature in the not too distant future that they talked about some time ago. And I'm very curious to see how it winds up. Let me see. Have they... Well, actually, there's a couple of things that they're working on now. What's interesting is they're doing a new ad format that's supposed to encourage streamers to take breaks more. Which is actually kind of a nice way of doing it. Miso, welcome back. Hey, look, a scam train. That's it. You've been scammed.
Girl just subscribed.
A scam train is like a 5-minute Kickstarter for a streamer. Smile. Banish you to the Shadow Realm. I just hear it in Merrick's voice. And you've been scammed. Sufficiently scammed.
Miss Offerall gifted 5 subscriptions to the community.
Thanks for the 5 gifties. Choo choo. Scam train. Choo choo choo. Woohoo. Too bad it's not a treasure train. If it was a treasure train, I'd be like, yes, scam away. But now I'll simply say, thank you. I will simply say, I am here to express my gratitudes. That is all. Anytime? Don't say that. Has anyone ever told you, hey, here's $30, and they go anytime, and you're like, about that. I have this new business venture that I'd love to tell you about. Funny you should say that. That reminds me on YouTube, I remember one time I got an ad for a YouTube video that was just like some random like 15 view video that someone had like paid ad space for, but it was like an hour and 11 minutes long. And it just started as an ad, and it was like, wait 5 seconds to skip, and I was like, well, fucking hope so. I'm not gonna sit through this hour and 11 minute ad that is for some fucking reason playing in this video right now. I don't know if they still let you do that, because that was a thing. People talked about that, or you could basically just take entire videos and pay for them in Google. Like, just it would just play full fucking videos. Shit was wild. I was like, why the fuck would you even allow? Why would you allow someone to pay for an ad space for over a fucking hour? I've seen entire movies, not like fan-made movies, like YouTube-made movies, not like a normal like theatrical release movie, be ads. I've seen entire documentaries be ads on YouTube videos. This was like years and years ago, but it's crazy to think that that was ever something they were just like, yeah, sure. Like, why? Six-hour-long videos. Got B movie for an ad once. That's wild. It's a Lego movie. That's fucking crazy. Train? Is that for my hype train? Choo choo. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they were ever thinking allowing that to work. Granted, I believe Google went, oh look, money, and then stopped thinking about it. Good morning, Garnet. Just full fucking, just... It's absolutely crazy. Absolutely. An airline ad that was just ambient noise inside of a flight. I let it run. It was over 8 hours long. Why did you let it run? Why have you done this? Oh, if I had let it run. There you go. Why was it 8 hours? Obviously, you can't answer that part. But why? I mean, I've had YouTube Premium for years, so I haven't seen anything like this in ages. The fact that it's ever a thing, though, has been wild to me. Thank you, YouTube Premium. Choo-choo. Epic clip. That's a terrible emote, I'm not gonna lie. I got a bear. Now the bear, on the other hand, very good emote. Bear is cool. We approve of the bear. The Henlo bear. I'm not gonna lie, if you actually watched a full 8-hour ad, that probably pays so much. Don't ever watch an 8-hour ad on my video. For the love of God, go do something. Don't even leave it on in the background. Don't do this to yourself. If you ever see an 8-hour ad on a video, please undo. I gotta do a video on Yans. Watching the ad without blinking. I'm helping. Imagine, dude, honestly, we might hit a point where your computer detects if you're actually looking at an ad by analyze, like, obviously, huge breach of privacy, but I'm saying, like, it wouldn't even surprise me if you go be like, we're introducing new AI technology that uses the webcam of your PC, with your permission, of course, to analyze your face while you're watching ads to make sure you're actually watching them. And you know what you do at that point? You say yes, and then you tape a picture of Norman Reedus in front of your fucking camera and hope that it works. That's what you do. That's apparently, like, the big AI trick, is to just use pictures of Norman Reedus, so. I don't know why that's a thing. I don't know why Norman Reedus is the go-to means of bypassing AI in some... I don't know why. I don't know how it happened. I don't know the history of it. But I've learned that Norman Reedus is apparently the go-to face people use to bypass facial scans. All about the McLovin ID. You changed your name to McLovin? Yeah. Why the fuck would you change your name to McLovin? Well, I mean, it was between that and Muhammad. Why the fuck would it be between that and Muhammad? Why couldn't you just pick a normal fucking name? Muhammad's one of the most normal names on earth. Why don't you read a book, for God's sake? Fogel, have you ever met anyone named McLovin? Have you ever met anyone named Muhammad? Have you ever met anyone named McLovin? No, because it's a dumb fucking made up fairy tale name, you fuck. Okay, you look like a pedophile in this picture, number one. Number two, you don't even have a first name. It just says McLovin. What? McLovin? One name? Good morning, anime. There's a deleted line from the... Oh, yeah, what are you, Seal? No, there's another line in there somewhere that was in the trailers but wasn't in the actual movie. I can't remember what it is. What name? What are you, Seal? Oh, I remember what it is. One of the trailer lines, it sounds like a sexy hamburger. That's what it is. McLovin? Sounds like a sexy hamburger. That's like either in the trailer or in like an outtake or something. But I'm pretty sure it was in the trailer and then they don't use that line in the movie. McLovin? Sounds like a sexy hamburger. McLovin's so funny. When I was in high school, I bought an air freshener from Spencer's that was just the McLovin ID as an air freshener. And I put that in my locker. Coming. Ugh. Thought that was bacon. Oh, it is bacon. Yeah? Or he's gonna go under the bed. Bacon. Guys, we have a bacon. There is a bacon in the house. By the way, 9 minutes until Unreal. That's my normal start time for Unreal. That's what we're sticking to. I said it that way because the hunt trains do eventually slow down. They're not always this fast on Tuesdays, especially when there's more instances. Bacon, you want it in here. Don't you dare look at the outside door like it's where you want to be now. Don't you dare do this. He's looking like he wants to leave already. And given he just got here, that's annoying. That's what my cats were doing all last night. Like, we want in the bedroom, we want out of the bedroom, we want into the bedroom, we want out of the bedroom, we want into the bedroom. For just, all night. All fucking night. And it's because of you, Bacon, because we can't leave the door open because you just knock everything off the fucking nightstand. If you go near the nightstand in the new house, Bacon, I'm going to lose my mind. Stay away from the nightstand in the new house. If you stay away from the nightstand, we can have that door open. Life is going to be fucking peachy, okay? I did think of something else that I might DIY at some point if that doesn't come to fruition. Where I can make a cat door that I can lock. Instead of having to open the whole door, I could just open the cat door in the bedroom. They sell things like that for doors, but I might have to DIY it. Just cut a hole in it. Yep, that's exactly what happens. It's just because of Bacon. Because we can't leave the fucking door open for Bacon. He is the only reason why this is even remotely. You son of a bitch. Get off of... Hello, EO. Hello, Theo. Bacon, I swear to God, I'm gonna... Hey! Hey! Get out. Hey, no. You've lost your privilege. Actually, you know what, Bacon? I have an idea. Hey. You can keep your privilege. Just come over here. There. Window's open. Go look out the window, Bacon. Go live your best life. Just go live it over there. Don't be mean to Bacon. No, Bacon is half the reason I can't sleep at night. He's half the reason. He gets no forgiveness. I slept like ass last night. No, it would not be great to get another cat. Bacon and Cinnamon are the two true menaces. Because Cinnamon's neurotic as fuck, and Bacon hates nightstands. Good morning, Vortis. Hello, hello. Yeah, anyone who wants to come to Unreal... I do first come, first serve Unreal parties every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. That'll be kicking off in 6 minutes. I'll make the PF.
Chaos. Chaos.
Oh, Vortis. Dude, everyone's
chaos,
gifting subs today.
chaos,
Hell of a Tuesday. I'll tell you. I got new house bills to pay. I ain't gonna say no to that.
Subscriptions to the community.
Thanks for the 5 gifties. Trust me, I ain't gonna say no. I just don't log in expecting it, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Cinnamon stomps all over me at night too. He literally just walks over my crotch and goes, "Man, nice crotch you got there. Time for me to fucking bash it in with my paws." No, nobody should be doing that. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. That's definitely not a new strat. Good house setup. Yeah. That's a good call, yo. I would have fled too. That sounds worth fleeing. Oh. Saucy, where are you going now? Oh, you're just going to go lay down over there instead? Driving the rest of the party insane. I love driving the whole party insane. And I can only do that by driving myself insane. That's my real secret. I'm always insane. Yeah, that tends to be most PFs, Vortis. Reclears, enrage prog. I'm sorry, can't get past 50% prog. Joker mode activated. We live in a society. Thank you, Joker. Whoa, Bacon. She don't like you. Stop chasing Sausage. She hates you. These two have been getting into tuffles nonstop. I'm gonna kick you out, Bacon. She's just hissing at you, man. Sausage doesn't want nothing to do with you. Yeah, you better back the fuck off. It's 2 against 1 in here, Bacon. He went back to the window. He's like, okay, never mind. Hi, Ivy. Don't get involved. Ivy heard the problems and immediately came running. No, Sophie is egg. Sophie's the egg. Listen, I can tell you this. If I had to name my cats after Arcadian bosses, Temmie would be Black Cat, Bacon would be the Tyrant. Ivy would be, Sugar Riot. She's not Honey Bee, I'll tell you that. Sausage would be... I don't know. Cinnamon would be Brute Bomber. For sure. No, Cinnamon would be Brute Bomber, without a shadow of a doubt. I have no doubts that Cinnamon is Brute Bomber. You know what? Ivy's always rolling on her back and drooling. She's Vamp Fatale. Sausage can be Sugar Riot. I'm okay with that. That works. Alright. Tanks north. DPS south. Healers east-west. Password 1227. And I'll post this in un minuto. None of them are hyperactive enough to be... No, Bacon's Tyrant. Bacon's the only one who would qualify for that. And he's Tyrant. Long live the king. We're gonna rise to the fight. Arcadian. Alright. PF's going up. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. I don't tank this. Hold on. I heal this. Sorry, I'll have to do that again. There we go. Recruit. Now it's going up. Wait, did that fix it? No, hold on. That didn't fix it. Now it's fixed. Okay, now we're good. Sorry. Bacon, you like looking outside? Don't look at me, look outside. You made it. I mean, there's still plenty of spots, so I think anyone can make it at this point. I think Rises said they went back to work, so that's one tank that won't be logging in. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that surprised, Air. And I'm still in that same boat about the Riot MMO. Not even, like, foregoing all the Ashes of Creation stuff going on. I've just thought the Riot MMO was sunk ever since they, like, basically hit the reset button. Password's 1227 on Ether for Weekly Unreal. I mean, it's their own fault. They took so many years to even remotely get it to a point where it is in a playable state. Guys, where's my Weekly Unreal party? The name has nothing to do with it. It's everything to do with it. Doesn't have a big enough roster. It's strayed from what it was originally supposed to be. And they've taken way too many fucking years. It's too long. Guys, this isn't looking good for our weekly Unreal party. I know Rises couldn't be here. I don't know where the fuck everyone else is. It's not dead, but it might as well be. I mean, they clearly made a tag team fighter because they thought Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is the most popular game, so, you know. Everybody loves Marvel. All right, we still got 3 spots. 1 tank, 1 healer, 1 DPS. Come get your Unreal clears for the week. On Ether. There we go. I don't know who that is, Sickle. I don't know how I've referenced them. I don't even know who that is. God, so many of my usual Unreal team aren't here this week. Normally this fills really quick. They're too busy making the factories grow. And playing Neo 3. I must get this done today. And I don't like going into the regular PF. So we'll wait. Guys, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I doubt anyone who is looking to do this is coming from the ferry train. They'd have to be in my chat, and they'd already know. Went back to the office this week. That'll do it. Yeah, Rises was the same way. He went back to the office this week, too. That's the problem with doing Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Whoa! Yeah, every week we normally fill, like, immediately. This is the longest I've gone without it filling. I need to get Worm, though. Where is Worm? Listen, this is the problem. I don't play later in the day. This is when I play. It's always been a problem that I play early in the day. I just don't like playing in the afternoon and the evening. I don't like it. Looking for worms. Everything worms. All right, there's 6. Now we just need a tank and a healer. Everything worms. We'll get there. Thanks for joining, Coley. Yeah, most people need to get this done on their Tuesdays. You're not locked out of entering. You're just not going to get anything else for doing it. You only get something for actually the telling and the retelling. Whoa, Sausage. What are you doing, girl? It's funny when Sausage stretches her entire body out because she's actually quite long and narrow. But when she's like, most of her existence is her being Pudge. Aloha was kind of the same way. Aloha was really long cat. But unless he like stretched himself out, you couldn't really tell. So he'd look a little pudgier than he was. He, however, did have longer arms than Sausage does. Sausage has very tiny arms. Very tiny legs. She's stout, I would describe her as. Low to the ground. Another way. We still need passwords 1227 on Ether for Unreal. Come get your weeklies. Avoid the PF. Tank north, DPS south, healers east and west. Although I don't have the I have normal markers. I don't have the fucking 3 north and 2B markers or whatever. Dude, it bugs me when people are like, oh yeah, we're color coordinating the markers. But by the way, we're using B and D for the fucking east and west markers. Like, then you're not color coordinating them. Nonsense. Yeah, 3 north, 1 south, B and D, east and west. They're like, you seem to have fucked this up. I guess I could post them that way. Yeah, I just need my free money. Unreal is just good money. There's Sky. Alright, we just need a tank now. Theory, I can always swap the tank and get another healer, but still. Tanks! Come here, tanks. I don't see the vision. Well, I am colorblind. You don't remember last phase? When she says worm, you tank swap. And don't stand, and it's a conal. Oh my god. I just got a one. Oh my god. Okay. Well. That's nice. So, any RuneScapers here in chat right now? I am winning in Osiris. I did just get a big win in Osiris. Huge win. Huge win in Osiris just now. While I'm waiting on these tanks. Absolutely enormous win in Osiris. That's crazy. I'll take it. No, I'm not. I would not be doing that in the background right now. No, I got a Basilisk Jaw in 416 kills. I've been doing Basilisk Knights in the background this whole time. Basilisk Jaw is 1 in 1,000? Yeah, on task. I would not be doing it off task. No, it's 1 in 5,000 off task. 1 in 1,000 on task. But I'll still take that in 416 clears. Yeah, no, I would not be doing the red dungeon in the background right now. Three more roulettes for the Arcanite. I mean, you also could do Hunt Trains Cruise. Hey! And we've got everybody here. Welcome in, Purple. Okay, let's do a quick ready check. Oh, yeah, dude. You always have to... I always have RuneScape on the second monitor. Didn't expect that today. That's a nice one. That jaw is worth 17.7 mil. Not that it matters. But still. Alright, we're just waiting on the Black Mage to say they're here, and we are good to go. Eris. I will, when they say R, I will take us in. R my B. R my B. R my B. Yeah, that's the best call, Cruz. They're already underway on Ether. I don't know what data center you're playing on. Yeah, it's not great. I'll be honest, especially because I don't have my Bowfleet yet. So, I mean, does anyone have the correct markers? Because if not, I'm just gonna put mine down. These aren't the color coordinated ones. Fuck it. Let me just swap. People are so used to the other ones. I'll just do this. I hate this. I hate this stupid color coordinated nonsense. Fuck it. Just do it. At least I have the 2 and the B correct.
It's going
To be a long night.
Your end is near.
Rolls. This next will be guaranteed stack. So.
Beg for mercy.
No. Don't know why I'm moving. Doesn't matter. Such a relaxing fight. Until everyone starts dying later, but you know.
All the sweeter.
It'll be fine. Whoa! No, Worm is in the last phase. Well, technically it's in the 3rd phase and the 4th phase, but you know. Spectre of the Matriarch. Spectre of Asahi. That's an ugly spectre, I gotta admit. Will we be able to hear it this week? This cannot be! Whoa, wait, did you just have aggro? Did one of the tanks just, I guess one of the tanks didn't pull the mobs correctly. Was there a stance missing? That's probably what it was. It was probably like hitting them but stanceless. Sorry, I was not even thinking about looking at you. Won't matter for this, but you know. Yeah, I guess the ads were just popping off. Normally it's MT for the first phase grabs the movable mobs and off tank grabs the unmovable mobs. I say normally, but normally doesn't really apply much here. Don't worry, I'm just gonna super overmit this. Should probably eat some food too.
In darkness bleeds the
Spider Lily. Okay, Super Yomi. Oh, Bacon, don't cause trouble now. I'm in the middle of this. Saw him jump off the windowsill. Check your color. Do your color correctly. Watch your color. Remember that there's one tick of the light. Don't go to 4 light and then stand on it for the last part. You definitely don't. You definitely want to dark soon. Yeah, you just don't want to be at 4 light right now. You want to... Okay, we're going to have a guaranteed death, I believe. I'll just get the res ready. Yeah. Yeah, you cannot end that at 4. You have to be on... You have to get a dark at some point there. Fortunately, that death doesn't really matter in the grand scheme. Guys? What? Why? Alright. I can't... That's gonna be a slow res. Yeah, you can't stand out there. Guys? It's fine. Don't mind me. I have to spot heal. Alright, you're fine. I've got it. Few shenanigans. I can manage. Alright, watch the nightfall. Do it based on boss direction. Never mind, it's just stack anyway. So stack, 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 stack! I see so many people running behind the boss. Worm. Yeah, that's a conal, so you don't want to stand on top there, yeah. Alright, opposite color. This one, everyone should be... When she does the color swap, when she pulls out her weapon here, everyone should be on dark. When she actually finished pulling out her weapon here, everyone should go on dark. So do not, I would not be on light at all. There's no reason to be on light here. Run! They made it. And dodge the second one. I'm not gonna lie, I keep forgetting that's so slow. I mean, yeah, it's not as hectic. But I am still doing some work, let me tell you. Alright. Right means right safe, dark means left safe. At least unless you're the tank, I guess. Out. Out first. Left and out. In. Right and in. Multi-hit. Out later. Watch the direction she's facing. This is out. Outright. Just in case. I see a few people might get hit. Nope. Everyone made it. Worm. I'm gonna go over here. In later. Just remember to spread out here. I've got my gap closer, so I should be able to just go out like this. This is in right. Then what? It's double, I think? Yeah, see, we're fine. . The big thing to remember with this fight is that it's really fucking easy. So just survive. Out later. Out later. Out left. Worm. See? Nice and easy. Little bit of panic. But what's life without a little bit of panic? We did it. Now we got to do it again. Just get your retellings. Man, Agrippa the Mighty's up. Hate that guy. Bacon. Are you stupid? Hey. Bacon. Hold on. I gotta ask. Alright. Let's do that. Love that. I mean, I can't get the box, but that's fine. That's expected. You rarely do you get it. You still have trouble? You basically just take when the debuff right after the Nightfall finishes casting, so the moment she actually does the first animation, you just go stand on black. I actually try to stand on light until she finishes casting, then step forward into the black. Pulling her all the way to the dividend is not actually that great. You want the front of her hitbox to still be in dark. I am righteousness. Yeah, I'm a big fan of I am righteousness, and righteousness shall prevail. Good morning, Zephyr. God, I'm so glad about that drop in Osiris this morning. Holy shit. I can go get my Nate's Not face guard. It's not my Bofa, but you know. And unfortunately, I burned my Bofa luck on that, but it's whatever. I don't mind. I'm at the point where I don't even mind doing Corrupted Gauntlet. I just need to try to do some per day. And it's fine. Performance review went well. Glad to hear it. Ready? Okay. Well, it's not about... the issue isn't... Most people don't struggle with knowing their debuffs. It's thinking, oh, the arena's going to be consumed by the other color. I'll just wait. It's not really the count. It's knowing when they tick. So you like... Basically, you just don't want to be at 4 when the meteors are dropping. You need to reset before the meteors drop at least once. So when people are marked with their meteor, you just go stand in the big side, regardless of whether you have a meteor or not, and that'll reset. That'll reset you. That's the general rule to follow, is the moment that the markers go out above everyone's head, everyone should step into the big side. You don't even have to think about the colors at that point. That rule alone fixes it. Still gonna die anyway. That's the thing that gets people most... It's why in the PF, it's fairly common, to my understanding, for people to actually do the stack in the big side instead of what I do. I just do it because that's what I did ages ago, but it is smarter to just do the stack in the big side. So that way, because then there's no way to screw it up. The only way that gets screwed up is if you stood in the big side for too long before then. Then it's fucked. Because then the same thing's going to happen. You're just going to die while you're doing your meteor, and that can be way worse. So, both have, you know, ups and downs. It is what it is. But neither of them are really that big a deal. That was a little off to the side there. Bacon. Swear to God, dude.
Your death will be all the sweeter.
Dude. Hey. Stop. Down. 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 Hey. You're not allowed up there, Bacon. The absolute menace. Swear to me. I did say if he had to be any Arcadian fighter, he'd be the Tyrant. Long live the king. Oh, she's still alive. Yes, as long as... Is he getting shot again? Just... Leave our Black Mage alone. I saw him lose health. I was like, there's no way he's getting shot again. I like how it knocks everyone almost far enough to just be out of the bubble. Not quite, but like just to the cusp of it if you were right up against him. Yeah, they're really not supposed to be shooting you, though. Is my bigger concern. Just die, I guess. Damn, that's crazy. You can't say that on stream.
In darkness blooms
The Spider Lily. I rise in you. Love her voice lines. Do your colors. Yeah, so here you can stand on the small color until after the blast goes out, or even until right before. Again, I wouldn't pull the boss this far. I would pull it so that the front of her hitbox is on the smaller color. You don't want her to be this far forward. No, you don't go yet, because now if she yeah, now you're just dead. Yeah, see, now you've killed us by doing that. You have to wait till it goes out. You have to wait until she does the blast. This is what I mean. I've been saying it every week to not pull. No, we're sunk. I'm not getting up. I'm not getting up. I say it every week. Don't pull her all the way onto the small side. I'm not getting up. I'm not taking this. I say it every week to not pull her that far. You want the front of her hitbox to still be on the small side. I mean, to be on the big side. But also, yeah, you have to wait until she actually does the blast to step onto that. You don't have to if you pull her the way I'm saying to pull her. You just don't pull her that far, and then you can stand directly in front of her on the big side. That's how the PF does it, is you don't pull her all... Well, actually, I think the PF actually fully goes to the other side of her. Like, I don't even think they do that. I think they literally go and stand on the big side. That's a stack. But yeah, that was like way further than she normally gets pulled. Which is not bueno.
Your end is near.
Oh. Oh, right. That's my shield left over. I was like, why do you have a shield all on your own?
Your death will be all the sweeter.
Bacon. What are you doing over there? What are you doing in that box? Bacon's finding a new box home, apparently. I just realized we are all selfish DPS except for the Dragoon. I was like, oh, I wonder when raid buffs are. And I was like, what raid buffs? Literally, it's like all of the most selfish jobs except for a Dragoon. Even in the healer side. Not that it matters, I just thought it was funny. Why is he still getting shot? Somebody save that person. Why do you keep getting shot? Oh, you're probably just landing the first hit before the tank even gets... That's almost certainly what it is. You're just taking that first... Well, at least that time you just took a route. He said the whole thing. This cannot be. He actually said the whole thing that time. That's exactly when the window is. It's a fine window. Do, 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 do. It's a lot of shields. Bacon, you're pissing me off, dude. Stop. Hey. Go. Go. Stop. You lost office privileges. Cat has lost office privileges. Opposite color. All right, don't pull her all the... You want to be able to... Actually, yeah, this marker is perfect. You want the front of her hitbox. Yeah, that's basically what you want. Because then what happens is we step forward onto it during the Nightfall cast, and then there's no chance that anyone screws this up. It basically eliminates all possibility. Unless there was one person doing their own thing there, but all the same. In theory, you eliminate the possibility of anyone dying to a color swap by doing that. Unless they just don't make it here fast enough. In which case, you know, so be it. The bacon nuisance intermission. That's my entire life. All you've described is my entire life. Alright, just watch her animation and do it based on the direction she's facing. Nightfall, this is gun. She's got a gun! Worm. Never mind, not yet. Worm! There it is. I was a little early. Whoa! I shall prevail! Opposite color. Oh, almost went to the wrong side. And then this here, it doesn't matter as much. Everyone should just be resolving the mechanic on dark. Like, you should be in your roll spots on dark when the time comes anyway. Just make sure you're not 5 dark. Yeah, okay, everyone's fine. And then you just get into your roll spots here. Yep, see? Just that easy. Eliminates all concern. Reaping Crescent. Why'd she say that? I get it, like a moon.
Not yet. Not yet.
Worm. Alright, pay attention. It's the easy part. Full moon means out. Outright. Oh, I was almost in the line. Oh no, never mind. I was outside of the correct line. Now in. In left. No. Stop that. Out left. Ah! Your damage. Worm. Alright, just don't overlap. It's also in. In right. Well, she's dead as fuck. I'm being grinded. Under her heel. Goodbye. Alright, good reclears. Nice and easy. All right, let me reset my guess. And let's get a second Fox. All right, what do we get? Okay, so we guess there. We get the tip of the sword there. And then we do that there. And then we guess that, and that. All right. And no Fox. Unfort. It's okay. We got one Fox this week. Can't complain. All right. Good replayer. All good. Do I have time for a train? Adamantoise Endwalker train. I could go to the Endwalker train. It says shortly after the other train is done. Mind you that I'm not streaming it super late into the day because I have, I can just chill for a little bit. No Fox this week. This is glop shit. You know, I'm not going to lie. If any of my shits could ever be described as a glop shit, I would go to the doctor. Or a glorp shit. Either or. Neither can be very good for you. So Centurio Trains is all of NA. Ether Trains is specifically Ether. So if you don't plan on going to Primal or Crystal, I would just use Ether Hunts. I'm sorry, Ether Hunts, not Ether Trains. Centurio Hunts or Ether Hunts. If you plan on hopping to Primal or Crystal or Dynamis, whether it be for S ranks or A rank trains, then I would do Centurio. I don't bother. It's too much work. I'm not doing all that shit. I'm not doing all that nonsense. Quite frankly. Glorp shit. Why are you shitting glorps? What are you doing, sausage? Why are you playing with Wiglet? I know Bacon knocked Wiglet over. Why are you so interested in Wiglet? Don't look at me like that. I'm asking you a question. She's looking at me like, she's like, what are you talking to me for? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm talking to you. It's how it is. Do. This cat, man. Look at her. Come here. Come here. Oh, look at her. Reggie, thanks for the 97 months.
Reginotes just subscribed.
You're just in time for Fluffy Cat. The scritches. Oh, she's loving this. Look at her head bobbing. All right, you can go. Oh my god. Wait, what the fuck? Oh. Well, that's not good. I'll have to clean that today. Well, I've just bore witness. I think Ivy coughed up some food last night or something, because I just noticed there's a little bit of mess. What looks to be food mess on the bed. I'm gonna have to clean the sheets today. Add that to the list of things for being a cat owner. I love it. It's so good. I'm gonna be wrapping up in like 15 minutes. Maybe I should wrap up a little early because Sophie and I are gonna go out for a little bit before raid tonight. Not for very long. We're just gonna chill for a bit and head out. But I should get these in the wash before we go. That way I can have them done before later tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do quite a bit. Good thing I did that because it made me notice that there was a bit of a mess here. Yeah, I'm going to have to clean all the sheets. That's fine. Okay. I guess that's what I'm doing today. Oh, wait. I think she might be doing laundry. I'll have to double check. I think Sophie's doing laundry, so I might not be able to do that right away. All right. Well, I guess I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, I've got raid tonight at 6, so I'm going to be live again at 5:30. Whenever I have raid nights, I'm going to end the morning stream when morning is over. And since we just finished Unreal, I figure with the mess behind me, I should probably do that first and foremost. So yeah, I'm going to be live again around 5:30, and raid is from 6 to 9. Hopefully it doesn't take that long, but we do have a 3-hour raid slot tonight. Tomorrow is going to be Final Fantasy 14. And I'm also going to be doing Arc Nights briefly. I have like a sponsored segment for Arc Nights, so I'm going to get into Region 2 tomorrow. So that's going to be exciting. And then I might do some Dragon Quest after that. Thursday, I'm going to be starting late and probably doing Dragon Quest until State of Play, which is at 5 p.m. Eastern. So I am going to be co-streaming State of Play on Thursday. And then Friday, probably Dragon Quest is what the plan is looking like for the week. I want to finish Dragon Quest and then see if I can make time for Neo. Region 2 is one of the best games. Well, yeah, I haven't experienced it yet. I'm literally on the cusp of being in Region 2. I just have to do... I finished all of the base quests in Region 1. I just have to get it going on that bit. So yeah, I'm going to go take care of the wash, and I will see all of you in a few hours for Raid Night. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the gifted subs, resubs, all that good shit this morning. And I'll see you guys in a few hours. Until then, I bid you adieu.